Hello YouTube, welcome to another episode of the Crafty Crow Show. Today, the most important kit in your backpack. Some people don't use kits, I use kits. I like having things more organized so they're easier to find. And today's episode is what I consider the most important. Here it is. Another bag that I made. I said things look rough. I can tell the evolution between the other bags, how much better I got at them, which was fun projects. You know, if you ain't got a bag, you got a sewing machine, what's the worst it's going to do? You know, just take some time, go out and buy some stuff and try it. So, and then I went crazy when I learned how to wax stuff. So all these are wax too. But you can see my expert drawing skills maybe. That's my fire kit. The fire kit, I believe, is the most important kit. And why is that? You've got to control your body temperature. And the only way to do that, especially in cold weather, is fire. You can cook with fire so you can feed yourself. You can boil and sterilize water. Well, not sterilize, but you can boil water to make it safe for drinking. Some of the nastiest water, you can boil out all the bad things in it and still drink it. Fire for signaling. Fire gives you comfort if you're lost or something. If you can get a fire started, it will give you that comfort and help you calm down to really see what your situation is and think about it. The fire kit is very important. So, Pocahontas made fun of me when, and John, my son John, when I was buying things for this, because she don't understand, but she's right, why you need anything but a lighter. I carry, outside of this kit, you see one of my other kits, I've got a backup lighter. I've actually got some of, I bought a pack of those little lighters. I've got them strung through my pack just in case. And I keep a full-size Bic lighter in my pocket when I'm out in the woods. And it's got one of the Exotac fire sleeves on it that keeps it waterproof. If they get wet, you can dry those things out. If they run out of fluid, you still got spark. You know, you can light some char cloth or something. So many reasons why you need fire. There's multiple ways to make fire in here. Some of it's just more learning how to do it. It's fun to do other ways than just, you know, flicking that Bic and getting a light. And it's good to know other ways. And that will help you in case that lighter goes down. You've got redundancies for it, because I always need redundancies. Fire. Let's see what's in the fire kit. First off, just the first thing I grabbed, I've got a orange bandana. It's good for signaling, but what I've got it in here for, it's a redundancy for signaling, or even a marker, a waypoint marker or something. But I've got it that I can set down, and if I get shavings from fat wood or anything, I can catch those shavings on here and not lose any, and then can put it into a fire bundle or something. So I kind of thought it was multiple use having that. It made things real handy, but it was mostly to catch shavings while I have that in here. Speaking of fat wood, I do have a piece of fat wood. This could probably be better, but this is just when I started learning how to find it. It's not hard to find, especially around here with pine trees. You just got to know where to look. But it's not as hard as you might think trying to find fat wood. Take shavings off this, I could use this whole thing for tinder if I needed to. So this is, it stays in this waterproof bag. This is enough tinder you could get a fire started, especially with it being fat wood. So if everything's soaked, I've still got this to be able to get a fire going and get stuff dried out so I can get it burning. It's good to have. I have, this is Pathfinder Mini Infernos. I got this when I got the canteen kit. It come with this. Didn't order them on. I know a lot of people make these. You can just get makeup wipes or something, as long as it's cotton. A lot of people impregnate it with different things and they dip it in paraffin or something. It's the same thing. These, you can see, are just, they're round disc. And that's what they are. This looks like one of the makeup applicators, the round ones. I don't know what it's infused with. I don't know if it's just some kind of accelerant or what. You can smell it. It's almost like Zippo fluid or something it smells like. So it's some kind of accelerant, and then it's dipped in wax. These are waterproof, and how you do these, you break them open, you fluff them up. They'll take a spark from a ferro rod, they'll take a spark from flint and steel. They're really good to have. And again, if you've ever tried to start a fire in damp or rainy conditions, man, you're going to need something like this to make your life a whole lot better, especially if it's a survival situation. You're going to have these and just butter. So I've kept those in there because they're a good backup and handy to have, including, you know, the fat wood. Honestly, something I'm not seeing in here. No, it might be in here. Altoids 10. Honestly, there is something I'm not seeing in here. I have a ferro rod, and I've got it put somewhere else right now because I used it not too long ago for something. It needs to make its way back in here, where I might have been in the middle of changing my pack around. We're going to have to find that ferro rod, because that thing is the biggest ferro rod I've ever seen in my life. It's probably that long, and it's like a piece of rebar. That thing is huge, huge. I love it. It's way better than one of these small ones. You're going to get millions of strikes. But I don't know. It's not my fire kit. So see, it's a good idea to go through your stuff sometimes, because I don't know where I put it. And there may be another, if it's not in this Altoids 10, there's another piece that that I'm going to need to find. I don't know what I've done with it. Anyway, a ferro rod will usually always be in there. There's also usually a lighter in here, so I don't know what I've done. I'm kind of gypping you all on my fire kits, acting like I know what I'm talking about, ain't I? So, the Altoids 10. What made this great, it holds everything that I need in it for this. This is for my flint and steel fires. I've tried this. I actually have learned how to identify flint. I've made a little handmade thing in here for that. And this also doubles as a char tin. And all you have to do, you don't have to drill holes or nothing in this. I tested this out. I actually tested this out. The hinges on the back, there's enough ventilation when you're going to make char cloth that you can use this tin to make it. Okay guys, where were we? I had to stop for a second because even though there's not a lot of traffic out here, there's a little bit, and had a four-wheeler come. But that's been about the only traffic I've seen. So where were we? Char tin. You char material, just any kind of cotton material will work. You can also do different kinds of fungus. What's it called? Spongy wood. Name left my head, I don't know. Anyway, you can put that in here and char it. You just cook it to kind of till it quits smoking, take it out, set it aside, let it cool off. You make char cloth, and I'll show you some of that in here. But you can do it in one of these Altoid tins and not have to drill a hole in the top or anything, let that gas vent out. The hinges have enough. It worked great. I was pretty impressed. So I keep it together with a zip tie for now. I did buy an inner tube for a bicycle to make Ranger bands, which is just big rubber bands. I've not fixed those yet to put on this. But that keeps everything in one little kit. Ah, there it is. I'll show you this in a second. So inside, I'll show you how I had it. This, like I said, I'll show you in a second, but got a piece of flint, a piece of steel, and I've got some, this was just scraps where I've made these bags from this duck canvas. It's 100% cotton. So I've got it in here in case I need to char some more, but it also kind of gives me a little barrier to keep my char cloth in. And then tons of char cloth in there. And it's just charred pieces of that duck. Don't take much. Actually, I guess we could show you right quick. Now, if this thing doesn't make me look dumb, and it did. Yeah, because nothing caught on that. We'll do a demo. I actually got this to start one time, but you know, I think that was on our last camp out. Actually, check out Man's Adventures. He's got me doing it and getting a spark and starting a fire just from, I think it was from this. No, it was from another thing. I'm sorry, but we'll show you sometime because I was trying to rush up for this film. I can say what I want to. It made me look like an idiot. Anyway, I'm still learning how to do it though. You know, that's the fun of having it, is learning how to do it. I made this piece of steel from an old file. You know, I cut the tail off of it, took my grinder, kind of ground it a little smooth. One side, because this had rough edges on both sides, one side I ground smooth. The other one, I left those rough edges because I found some of this flint, if you don't get the flint sharp enough, it won't spark. This will actually kind of give you a little bit of cheat to get some spark, that little bit of edge. And then I usually hit it from the edge. I don't hit it from the front and back. But what I was thinking on this, and you know, of course, you know, I cut it down because I fit it in this thing. This is still a file. I didn't hurt the file any. So if I've got any tool that needs filed or something that needs filed, I can still use this as a file. This is kind of heavy. That makes this little kit kind of heavy, but it's multi-use on this. I've not tried it on the file or anything. Like I said, I didn't hurt it. I cleaned up some of the rust because this was a pretty old rusty file that I found, but you can still file some stuff with this too. So that makes it kind of a dual use item. And the other thing that's in this kit, and actually Man's Adventures did catch this one, is my magnifying glass. It honestly, it totally left me on a new on the way up here. I think it's a 12X magnifying glass. This comes from the Pathfinder store, Self-Reliance Outfitters. Come from the store, and started to fire with some of the char cloth and made us a fire last time we went camping. Man's Adventures actually has that on video if you want to go find that video and check it out. I don't remember the title of it, but you can actually see me using this because he got good shots of me using it and getting my tinder bundle started. So, and it still wasn't perfect because it's the first time I'd ever used that. So, like I've said before, we're learning together. You'll see right then I wasn't too good with the flint and steel, but I have used this. It has worked. So that is my fire kit, and I know it's pretty simple most of the time, unless I'm feeling froggy and want to practice. You know, I'll use this stuff if I want to practice, use the ferro rod or something, but most of the time, if you get frustrated with it or whatever, you're going to use a lighter. You know, it's just much easier to use. It's what we're all used to using. And there's absolutely nothing wrong with that. I've got this redundancy just in case my lighter fails for some reason, or like I said, I want to just learn other ways to do it. I've got this in there so I can learn other ways to do things. So that's all the contents of my fire kit, other than the ferro rod that apparently run off. I'm going to have to find my ferro rod because, like I said, this thing is gargantuan. I loved it when I got it, and I was excited to get it because I'd never seen a ferro rod that big. You know, we're all used to seeing the small ones. It's gone. We're going to find it. But that's my fire kit, and I think that's the most important one. Because like I said, there's so many things that come with being able to build a fire. So, you know, I know one of the subscribers, old Willie, wanted to see my bags. So there's my bags. They're pretty homely looking. Willie does great modeling and costume work and stuff. He's an amazing artist. Willie is an amazing artist. Kind of wish he would get a channel. I don't think he has a channel. If he does, I'll find it and I'll link it, because you know, at work he would make that stuff, and he's amazing. So here's my bags, Willie. Like I said, they're not much, but they're working for what I need them for, and I made them. And if they tear up, I know how to fix them, and I didn't pay hardly anything for them. So that's my kits, and that should finish this series. So I hope y'all have enjoyed the series. I hope you enjoyed this video. You know, comment and let me know what's in your fire kit, what you think I'm missing in mine. Get a conversation going about that, because we're here to learn from each other. That's what it's all about. I don't have the end all, say all to kits or anything, and I don't, you know, I never really think that I do. This one with the other ones will probably change over time, but let me know what you think about it. You know, leave a comment, let's have a conversation about it, and I'd really look forward to that. I hope you've enjoyed the whole series though. First series that I've done. We'll probably get into other series at different times, but hope you enjoyed me being out here in the woods, and I'm glad you stopped by. If you don't care, if you like the content, please hit the like button. And if you really like the content and have liked this whole series and want to see what else we get into and do, please subscribe to the channel. It helped me out a whole lot, and that helps it spread to other people that's like-minded like us, and let's grow this thing. But thank you for stopping by. I really do. I thank you for watching this series, and hope you enjoyed the content. So until the next video, which it's until what we'll be doing, thank you for stopping by. Have a great day. Remember to love one another, and we'll see you on the next video.